Of championship boxer Vernon Forrest, the cruel killing of a grandmother working to achieve the American dream, and an innocent Spelman student hit by a stray bullet. High-profile crime shocking the metro area, and now clergy is teaming up with law enforcement to try to fight back against violent crime. Here with us this morning, Atlanta Police Chief Richard Pennington, Mickey Lloyd, Director of Public Safety in Cobb County, and the Reverend Markel Hutchins to tell us more. Gentlemen, good morning. Pleasure to have you here. Chief Pennington, first of all, let's begin with you. The city of Atlanta plagued by what seems to be an increase in violence. Obviously, you've stepped up patrols in certain neighborhoods. You're working with citizens. But what does this collaborative do for the effort to fight crime in the city?
Well, I think this collaboration, first of all, it's an important collaboration because it brings the clergy and the religious sector together with law enforcement, because we found out that many times ministers can help in their churches and with their congregations to address crime in the neighborhoods and community. And then we just solicited their help and support, and I think this is going to be a great collaboration. Okay.
And Mr. Lloyd, Director of Public Safety in Cobb County. People normally don't associate crime with Cobb County, but the problem is we're all in the metro area. The spillover is always a problem and always a concern.
In law enforcement, you have to pay attention to what's going on around you. We have some violent crime sneaking up in South Cobb County and other places, and it's always good to have an effort, collaborative effort with other law enforcement, stay in touch, swap information. These ministers have everyone's attention for an hour or more every Sunday. It's a good time to encourage people to report crimes.
Yes, indeed. Reverend Hutchins, the power of the pulpit, once again to be used to kind of rally the community around this effort. And basically what you want people to do is not get out there and fight crime, but if you see something, let somebody know.
We intend to promote a culture of cooperation, concern, and consciousness in our communities, and churches are right there in the communities. They're right there in the neighborhoods, and police can't do it by themselves. And we have seen some of these high-profile crimes, and we've just decided that enough is enough. We're drawing a line in the sand and are calling upon clergy of every kind, senior pastors from churches throughout the metro Atlanta area, Fulton, Cobb, DeKalb, Gwinnett, and the city of Atlanta, to come together and team up with law enforcement, and perhaps one church, one precinct can make a real difference.
Yeah, and Chief, Duran Yu, who was the grandmother gunned down at her laundromat, I mean, it was so heartbreaking to see this story play out, as well as Jasmine Lynn, the Spelman student.
That's true.
I mean, these situations just pull and tug at the heartstrings of our community.
Yeah, it really does, and it was very unfortunate that the lady at the laundromat was killed, very senseless murder, and Jasmine that was killed up on Clark Atlanta's campus. We hope very shortly that we'll be making arrests in that case. At least I'm very hopeful of that. Yeah. And so we're going to keep working, but we can't do it alone. We need the community support. We know when Jasmine was shot, there were at least 10, 15 people out there.
Wow.
And so we were hoping that someone would have stepped up and come forward and give us the information about the shooter. And so we can't solve these cases without community support.
Yes, indeed. And Reverend, how can people get involved?
I think that it is very critical. We are meeting this Thursday with senior pastors from throughout the metro Atlanta area. We've gotten the support and involvement of the Catholic Church, of a number of different denominations. This is not one of our problems. This is all of our problems. So we are calling upon senior pastors. If there are people who are at home now who want their churches to be involved in this kind of one church, one precinct model, have your pastors, call your pastor and invite him or her to this meeting on Thursday. We'll be meeting at 2 o'clock, and it's only for police chiefs. And I want to add that it's not just the chiefs in the major counties. We have invited and have received confirmation from all kinds of police chiefs whose cities are in these counties, like Ackworth and the city of Stone Mountain and Clarkston and Fairburn and throughout. This is a major effort, and folk ought to be at that meeting on Thursday.
All right. And Mr. Lloyd, obviously information is your biggest asset, regardless of your jurisdiction.
It is. I believe one of the main keys to our success in Cobb County in keeping the crime rate as low as we can is because of our citizens helping us, calling us and cooperating. It's not unusual for when we have a violent crime or a bad situation to have to put extra people on the telephones because of so many people calling trying to help. and it works.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by. We wish you the best of luck with this initiative. Chief, thank you so much for your time. We certainly appreciate it. The meeting of pastors and police chiefs will be held this Thursday at the Cobb County Police Department. For details, you can call the number on your screen there, 404-5-CHANGE, or log on to myfoxatlanta.com, and we will have that number on the Good Day page.